Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about problem solving using Python. In that Python, passing arrays list to your function. First we are going to see about passing arrays or list to a function. First we are going to see about arrays. Array is nothing but a collection of heterogeneous, homogeneous elements in an array. So it is a basic Python list that contain mixed data types and can be passed as an argument to a functions here. For example, we are passing array within the list. I'm going to give a function name as a list average that is to be defined here. I'm passing that list to that function. So now I'm going to declare a variable L is equal to length of list, so, and next variable sum is equal to 0, and I'm using a for loop for I in LST. I in a list, it should be written as sum plus equal to I, and return sum divided by length here, and it is stored in the L here. And coming to the example, we are declaring a main function, define main, and now I am going to print input integers. While input integers can be represented as a variable a equal to input, getting input from the user, and a equal to a dot split. While I am getting input from the user, that is to be splitted here, that is to be stored in a variable a. For I in range, length of a. So I am representing a of I equal to int a of I. Then now average equal to list underscore average of a. Now I am going to print average is equal to average here. And next, scope of variable. Here scope mean measure of access of variable or constant in a program here. Generally there are two types of scope of variables. One is global module and another one is local function. So global variable is nothing but access through the program. Their scope is global here. And next thing is local variables are accessed within the program, and they to be accessed in the local only here. So now we are going to see about local and global variables. For the first thing is global variable example. Now I am going to declare a variable as an m, and for the variable I am declaring a value as 100. Now I am defining a function name add or difference x comma y, and I am storing the value of a variable x plus y in add, and difference is x minus y. Now I am declaring a global variable as global, that keyword as m, because m is a global variable. And now I am using the m is equal to m plus 10. Print m in add difference function is to be printed as an m. And now I am going to return add comma difference here. So next thing is a local variable. So here I am going to define how the local variables are accessed in the program. Now I am going to define a function name as a main and declaring a two variables, that is x and y. For that x and y, the values are x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 3. And now I am going to declare as a dummy variable as a comma b, that is to be stored the values of a x comma y, because we are going to find out the values of a x and y difference and add of two variables. And now I am going to print sum is equal to a, and now I am going to print another variable that difference is equal to b. Print finally I am going to print that m in the main function, that is called m is a global variable I am calling here, and now I am going to calling a main function here. And next thing is we have to find out the output of a program. And first I am going to define a function named maximum, because now I am going to find out the maximum value of a two variables. Passing parameter as a function x comma y. I am going to use if statement here. If the condition x greater than y, it returns x, else if the value of x equal to y will be returned here. The return values, the numbers are equal, else it returns the value of y. Print maximum of 2 comma 3. So which one is true here? The numbers are equal. That is the output of a particular program here. And coming to the next thing, find the output of a following another example. I am going to declare as a function name change, that is defined here, p comma q equal to 30. Here I am representing a value of a variable 30 to the q. Now I am going to add p plus q and store it in the p, and p minus q and store it in the q. Now I am going to print p comma hash q. It return the p value. I am declaring the variable as a dummy variable a equal to 150, b equal to 100. It will change a equal to change a comma b. Now print a as b, b equal to change b. Now I am going to find out the output of a variable, that is 250, 250, then 130 is the output of a particular program. And the next program, find the output of the following program. I'm going to define a function name as fun and passing one parameter as an s, and I'm going to find out the length of a particular variable as or parameter as s, and k is equal to len of s, where m is equal to double quotes open double quotes. For I in range 0 comma k, it starts with 0 and end with an k. If when the condition is true, it will follow if statement. If s of I dot I super m is equal to m plus of s of I lower. Else if s of I is alpha, m is equal to m plus s of I is upper. Else m is equal to m plus bb. Print m. Fun function I am going to call here at gmail.com. We can see the output of a particular program. The value of our output is bb, then whenever I call use it to capital, that is should be displayed as an g, then bb gm gma gmail and gmail.com, like that it will be, it shows the output of a particular program here. When the loop ends, it will come out of the loop until the loop will be executed from the beginning, and it will give the particular output of a program here. Thank you.